evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Karen Lair. The Idaho wine industry is growing as fast as the grapes they rely on, and no one knows it better than one family harvesting crops in the valley for more than a century. The Williamsons have spent the last several decades altering their family business to meet the needs of the booming business of Idaho wine.
It can be this very lovely, smooth, smoky, with a little hint of fruit in it. It kind of brightens the whole thing up. It's a lovely wine.
It's easy to see Beverly Williamson has a passion for her product.
It's really serious business.
Beverly, her brother and cousin, now take charge of their family business as the fourth generation of Williamsons to farm this piece of land located in the Snake River wine region.
Driving tractor, forklift, sure, but I'll also greet you in here and pour some wine.
When it comes to the finished product, in order to make great wine, you need great grapes, and the crop relies heavily on logistics, temperature, soil type, and sunlight.
We've got some award-winning wines that can compete with California coming out of Idaho.
But in Idaho,
you're not going to be inundated with hundreds and hundreds of tourists. It feels very authentic here still.
The Williamsons have been harvesting the land since 1909, farming dairy, traditional crops, and once thrived as a 700-acre orchard.
Growing things like cherries and peaches and apricots and plums.
But now their focus is grapes.
We've had to expand the vineyard now, I think, 3 times.
Changing their landscape over the years to adapt to industry needs.
Without being able to adapt with the current market, I don't know that we'd still be farming out here.
In the late 90s, the Williamsons put their first grapes in the ground as the growing Idaho wine industry first began to blossom.
I think we made one of the best moves possible at that time.
Now they harvest 50 acres of vines, growing grapes for more than a half dozen wineries in the state, and the older generations can't seem to step away from the family business.
My dad he's retired, but you almost can't keep him out of the vineyard. They actually built their house right above the vineyard. He'll sneak down there with his cup of coffee and check on Dad and my brother and my cousin and the pickers and just see how everybody's doing.
Over the next decade, the Williamsons hope to expand their vineyard a few acres each year to help keep wine glasses across the Gem State full of fresh, local Idaho wine.